Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Conversations podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in today. How are you, Mike?
I'm good. How are you, Daf?
Good, thank you. So we're on Thanksgiving Eve today. Thanksgiving is tomorrow. I would say I'm excited, although I am not necessarily participating in Thanksgiving. I don't have to cook anything this year. I'm not doing a big feast.
Good for you.
I'm just working. What are you doing tomorrow? What are you looking forward to?
The food, family, friends, and not having to be responsible for anything. How about you? Oh, you just said. Never mind.
So in general, do you feel obligated to spend time with family during the holidays?
In the past, yes, but this is the first year. No, but yeah, all previous years, they're definitely obligated.
Why do you feel obligated?
In years past, my mom, who can be a bit overbearing, usually preferred that we go visit her mother, our grandmother on our mother's side, rather than grandma on dad's side. So she always said, this is going to be your grandmother's, this could be your grandmother's last year. She's getting old. Her health was failing. And like that kind of obligated us to go to her mom's place.
Okay.
In years past. And then, be kind and give her lots of attention, and which we did naturally, but it just felt obligated, like an obligation.
Understandable.
How about in your case? Didn't you feel obligated to visit your family?
No, I don't feel obligated to do anything necessarily.
Our family had a contrasting view. Duty was definitely a big part of the holidays. So it was like you showed up, you brought what you were on the list for, whether you personally wanted to or not. You showed up and you brought dinner rolls if that's what you were assigned. Mm. That's just how it was in my family.
I understand the contrast, but yeah, I don't feel obligated, and I think it's important to be comfortable in that decision if you are faced with having to make that decision. In the spirit of the holidays, let's talk about appreciation, but let's also talk about a complaint. So give me one complaint of the week and one thing that you are appreciative for this week.
Complaint first?
Yeah.
Well, yesterday happened to be Taco Tuesday, and I'm in the mood for feasting with Thanksgiving coming up tomorrow. So I tried a new taco shop in my neighborhood. It was absolutely disgusting.
Oh, no.
I can't complain about the price, but it was definitely priced appropriately. Very cheap and tasted so too. This is the first time ever I've paid for food that the smell, like I almost lost my appetite just from the way it smelled.
Yuck.
It was more than like it was overcooked. It was like the oil was like they used really bad oil.
Yuck.
To do the tortilla shells. I was thinking of how could I just like walk away without eating this and not be rude, because it was my first time there, and the owner was really friendly and happy to meet me, but yeah, I was thinking maybe I'll get you to give me a fake call, let me pay, and because they were like $2.50 a taco. The smell really turned me off.
Oh gosh, that's awful.
I ate them anyway. Fortunately, no stomach ache, nothing internal. They just smelled bad. I think it was bad oil.
I'm glad to hear that nothing went wrong. That sounded like it could have been disastrous. What is your appreciation of this week?
Can I give two?
Yeah, sure.
First one, I had my yearly physical exam, which I've skipped for the last 3 years. So I haven't had a physical exam in 3 years, and I just went yesterday. The doctor, everything checked out. I'm good. So I'm happy. I had a few questions. Yeah. So I appreciate my physical results. Actually, I still have to give blood, which I hate to do, but yeah, keep my fingers crossed on that. And the second one, I'm forgetting now. What I'm thankful for. Yeah, I forgot. So we'll keep it at that.
All right. In the Thanksgiving spirit, we are going to do a little rapid fire Thanksgiving foods / specific dishes that are served on Thanksgiving.
Right.
We're going to do a rapid fire rate. We have 4 categories in which you could rate one of or any of the dishes that I'm about to list off.
Without elaboration, just the 4 responses only. Got it.
If you're capable.
It's going to be difficult
Oh, I know.
for me.
Okay, here we go. Green bean casserole.
Neutral.
Macaroni and cheese.
Get that away from me now.
Classic stuffing.
Love.
Caesar salad.
Love.
A regular garden salad.
Like.
Cranberry sauce.
Neutral.
Gravy.
Like.
Mashed potatoes.
Love.
Sweet potato casserole.
Get that away from me now.
Pumpkin pie.
Depends on who makes it. Like.
Cornbread.
Get that away from me now.
Brussels sprouts.
Like.
Waldorf salad.
What's a Waldorf salad?
All right. Cauliflower.
Neutral.
Scalloped potatoes.
Love.
Brown sugar carrots.
Like.
Corn souffle.
Get that away from me now.
Butter rolls.
Love.
Honey baked ham.
Love.
Creamed corn.
Get that away from me now.
Steamed vegetables.
Like.
Ambrosia salad.
Oh, God. Love. Somebody told you that one, huh?
Maybe.
Yeah.
And then last one, it's not a love, like, neutral, or get that away from me now. Turkey, dark meat, or white meat?
Both. When I was young, I liked the dark meat. Now I'm more liking the white meat, but I still like the dark meat too.
I love that answer because anytime I've ever been asked light or dark, I'm like, I don't care. Just give me some turkey. Well, I think I said dark because I thought it was more moist.
Yeah.
But I mean, is that even true?
Well, with the white meat, you just put some gravy on it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm smothering it all in gravy regardless. So I don't care if it's dark or light.
Well, I used to eat the dark without so much gravy, but the white, I put gravy with it. And I don't know. When I got older, I appreciated the white meat a lot more.
Got it. What is your preferred Thanksgiving drink? I want a non-alcoholic and an alcoholic. So 2 beverages.
Apple juice and gin and tonic. But that's like an aperitif before we start eating.
Oh, okay. Speaking of an aperitif, do you know what the term going on a walk with the cousins before Thanksgiving dinner means?
No.
That means like you're going to go and smoke weed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you've never heard that term?
Never. We have a couple cousins that have a real pilgrim sort of attitude on
Oh, I can relate. I have 0 cousins that I would ever go on a walk with. I personally have never done the cousin walk.
Yeah. I've never heard it
yeah.
put that way.
Yeah. My appreciation and complaint of the week. Let's do the complaint first. So I have 2 cats. They're 7 years old, super healthy, amazing cats, really healthy. Can't stress healthy enough. All right. I've spent a lot of time and money making sure both of these cats are healthy, specifically my girl cat, Celine. Why have I spent so much time and effort making sure she's healthy? Because of the games. You know, she's a game player. Specifically, she wants to go number 1 and number 2. Not in the litter box. Sometimes not even close to the litter box. I'm not even kidding. Sometimes it's right outside the litter box. Sometimes totally across the room, nowhere near the litter box. We have multiple litter boxes for her to choose from. All right, total of 3. And she still can't make it in there. So again, I've gone up the wazoo. She has been to multiple vets. Different tests have been sent to different universities. Like, this girl has been checked. I have her on all these vitamins. Healthy as a horse. But she won't stop with the number 1 and the number 2 situation. So
it's psychological then.
I wait on this girl hand and foot. She kicks it up a notch and does it more frequently when I'm not home, when I'm away for my dog sittings. So potentially there's a correlation there. But yeah, so that's my complaint of the week. And my appreciation of the week. I guess I just have to be very appreciative for the fact that these last like 4 to 6 months, my dog sitting business has really kicked off. My clients have been needing me left and right. Very appreciative.
Well, you're good at pet sitting, and your clients recognize and see that.
Thank you.
That's why you're in demand.
Feeding off of that, I would say my unofficial complaint of the week is bum fathers. Namely, there's a viral video going around currently. Maybe you saw it. There is I guess I'll call him a young man in a Domino's pizza outfit. He's wearing the hat and the identifiable Domino's outfit, right? Did you see the video?
Yeah, I saw it. Definitely, yeah. This guy has a lot of bad qualities, but as awful as a deadbeat dad this young man is, I mostly blame the woman who chose him to date and had a baby with a guy like this.
She was under the impression she was going to start a happy family with this guy.
Yeah.
And he didn't hold up his end of the bargain. A lot of girls want to tell themselves when they get pregnant unexpectedly that everything's going to be okay and it's going to work out with this person. They're going to change and they're going to be an upstanding father and everything that they need. It's reassuring to tell yourself that. It's not her fault that he did not do his responsibility. He didn't do his part.
I say it is.
Why is it her fault that he's not doing what he should be doing?
She chose to date this guy, and it sounds like they never discussed how they were going to raise this child. So there was no planning. She chose to date this guy, and then despite all the red flags, because I'm sure he was like this when she met him. I have a lot of friends who met their spouse at a party, ended up getting pregnant, had the baby. The guy was forced to marry the girl because she got pregnant, in my opinion, lied about the birth control, got him trapped, married, and then asked him, which I see she's doing the typical thing. She says, all I'm asking for is a little bit of help. No, she's not. She's asking for a major, serious life character change. He was a bum when she met him, and now she's just telling him to stop being a bum.
Just as much as she got pregnant, he was participating in that activity. They're both responsible there. You said that they clearly have never discussed raising a child, so why would they be discussing birth control? You're saying that she allegedly lied about the birth control. Mm-hmm. I'm saying it's likely that they never discussed that, especially if what you're saying they met at a party. If I'm at a party and the first thing a guy asks me is, are you on birth control? I'm going to turn around and walk away. I don't think raising a family was discussed. I can agree with you there. I don't think birth control was discussed. And I don't think that it's right to blame her and say that that's all on her. It's anybody's responsibility, man or woman, when expecting a child to step up and do the right thing, become an upstanding provider. She is only asking for a little bit of help because what is she already doing? Working as much as she possibly can. I've worked 2 jobs. I was working from like 5 a.m. to 1 p.m. and then I had to drive home, which was a commute. I had a small period of time, I think I usually got home maybe around 1:30, and then 3:30 I had to be 20 minutes away working my 3:30 to 11:30 p.m. shift. And then I got home around midnight, 4.5 hours of sleep until it was time to drive again. Like, it's exhausting, but it can be done. So if this woman, who is also a mom, is working 2 jobs, which I'm sure that she didn't have the exact schedule that I just listed, but again, she has no time. So she is only asking for a little bit of help from this guy who is being nothing but a bum, who can't work 3 hours at Domino's.
A pathetic loser.
His total shift is only 5 hours, which tells me he's working part-time because full-time employees work 8 hours. So I have to defend this woman. It is not her fault that he has not stepped up to be the father that he should be. And it's not her fault that he can't hold down this job.
When they first met and were dating, and before she got pregnant, do you think he was pulling down $100,000 a year? He was probably a bum when she met him, and now she's like, "Why are you such a bum?" I'm blaming her because he's the victim, not her. She had full freedom of choice every step of the way, and she stepped into a bad relationship with a bad guy, and then it compounded all the badness by having a baby with a bad guy. Why didn't she just use birth control or pick another guy who made more money?
In my opinion, this man is truly a devil. He's putting the woman who gave birth to his child through unnecessary hardship. That's disgusting. Can't support that in any way, shape, or form.
I pretty much agree with that. My slightly different slant, though, is that she probably should not have expected him to change, and that's why it's not working out for them.
Assumably, anybody becoming a first-time parent should be making personal changes.
Yeah, but I think she picked the wrong guy. She made a mistake picking this guy. She should have picked somebody else.
You know what? You're right. She should have picked somebody else. And I hate to say it, that's the fate for a lot of women. They realize late they chose the wrong guy. And like you've said, a lot of people don't change. Even though they should, they don't.
There's a new term that people didn't used to use when I was younger. It's called red flags. A lot of conversations are about red flags. And I think there were a lot of red flags on both sides with this couple. And they both failed to see some red flags, in my opinion.
You're insinuating that there was a relationship or there was time to notice red flags.
You're right. That's fair.
The red flags in the video, you pointed out that she's wrong for recording him and having a breakdown, being a crybaby. And I can imagine she is acting out of desperation, and this is probably a last-ditch effort before she throws in the towel and isn't trying to make it work with this guy anymore.
Well, this topic is actually a very good example for when I earlier said on an earlier pod that I think this is one of the ills of social media. Some things are better kept private.
Yeah.
And I think this is one of the dangers of social media is, putting people's personal, private problems, issues, conflicts out there on the World Wide Web for everybody to see. And like in this video, I mean, the fact that he was hiding his face, I agree. He has a reason to be ashamed and embarrassed. If I had a woman, I was living with a woman, I would not appreciate her just airing all my faults to the world. It's like, if you're my woman, I've never been married, but isn't that one of the expectations of a marriage vow is to support?
I see what...
Support your spouse in help, in good and bad times.
I totally see what you're saying, but in response, she is not being supported. She is acting out and treating him this way, doing this unthinkable invasion of privacy, I would say in response to his bum behavior.
And you probably think
she's working two jobs. As somebody who has worked two jobs, I know how hard and exhausting that is. I couldn't imagine doing that with a newborn child, and it would only be more degrading and hurtful to have somebody else that could be helping take that workload off of your plate and is deliberately avoiding helping you with that workload.
Yeah, and I agree with all that. I just don't think she should have put it out on social media. I mean, I can agree.
Yeah, to me, messed up.
And I'm seeing it. I'm the guy. So I'm seeing it from the guy's point of view. I'm not agreeing that he's a good person. She's being real disrespectful and unsupportive when she puts it out on social media. And I personally feel like she's probably tried everything else, like you mentioned before.
This is a last-ditch effort.
Last-ditch effort. But I think that's kind of I don't know.
You disrespect the way she's going about it. I understand.
I don't agree with it. Yeah,
I got it.
She should keep it private.
I got it. I can only put myself in her shoes, and this might be a male female thing, but I'm enraged for her. I hope he changes, but to be honest, that emotional reaction was very telling.
And that's the other thing. I don't think he's going to change. It's not going to work out either way. But shaming somebody to the world, yeah, that's just, for me, I would just be like, bitch, you've crossed a line here. Our relationship is not open to the world. This is not a reality TV show. This is our relationship. This is our child. You crossed the line. Next. I'm going to move on. And
the last thing I have to say is that it is a absolute shame and pity that she let him put her in that position. If he does come to that conclusion and wants to kick her to the curb for that, I hope any partner or any, female interest that is ever interested in him comes across his little viral video and sees the kind of man that he is.
So she's permanently ruined him.
I mean, that is what Domino's man baby deserves.
Yeah.
Because this woman's life has been permanently changed. She now has a child from a father who is never going to step up and is never going to be a thriving, amazing partner. And you know what? Let me give him this. He could make this change. This could be his wake-up call. Probably not, like we said before. And he could use this wake-up call. And they could end up being a happy, great family.
Possible.
Let's hope.
I hope the best for both of them.
Period. In relation to the Bumfather Domino's man baby video, there is another very viral video going around. I think it was the beginning of this week. Campbell's Soup CEO was recorded on a hot mic. A employee recorded this man popping off about the customers of Campbell's Soup. Apparently, he said only poor people buy Campbell's Soup. According to the CEO, their products are for poor people. That's what he said. The mic drop, the one that people are going crazy about, is the fact that he admitted that the meat used in the Campbell's Soup is 3D printed. This is fake meat in Campbell's Soup.
He didn't know this was being recorded?
So this was recorded by an employee. Assumably, they weren't supposed to be recording because this poor employee, who was never reprimanded or written up for anything beforehand, has since been terminated, fired.
So another mishap of privacy gone bad.
Indeed.
Yeah. But in this case, it's for the consumer's benefit.
It's for the public benefit.
That we know the truth here.
That's right. So, I mean, I am not one to waste food. I've had food scarcity times in my life. I am not one to waste. But I don't even feel right donating the Campbell's Soup. I will be throwing mine out.
Yeah.
I'm not okay with that.
100%
even
behind you on
even
that.
The tomato. I know that there's no 3D meat in there, but it's it's just the fact.
I don't think you're doing anything wrong throwing this out because technically I don't see this as food. You're not wasting good food. You're wasting artificial food.
And I purchased this under the pretense that it was heart healthy and good for me.
Well, what did it say on the label?
It says healthy for the heart. I mean, why am I not allowed to walk into the grocery store without a receipt and ask for a refund on this? Campbell's needs to be making this right. And if firing the employee that leaked this information, or I don't even want to say leaked because leaked usually has a negative connotation.
Yeah.
This
is more like exposed.
Exposed. He's informing the public about what we should already be told upon purchase. So absolutely disgusting. I do think that this employee has grounds for a good wrongful termination suit, but they might be suing him, for what do you call that? A privacy infringement. If you're not authorized to have your cell phone and have it recording during a private meeting, there might be a fine, or maybe you signed something at hiring saying, yeah, I promise privacy, but is that null and void when I guess they're not poisoning the public, but they're defrauding us. They're selling us something that it's not. They're selling us chicken noodle soup. There's no chicken in there. So
it might be poison though too.
What I'm saying is there a loophole to where Campbell's cannot sue this guy regardless of privacy policy?
Yeah. Or disclosure of full disclosure.
I mean, usually whistleblowers are killed. So the fact that this man not only blew the whistle, but is showing his face and giving news interviews, I have nothing but respect. That takes so much courage. I've worked at bad business places.
Yeah.
I've felt inclined sometimes to speak up about something that was happening, but sized it up and realized, is that worth my job? Can I go 2 to 3 months without working right now? I can't litigate. I don't have money for this.
Yeah.
So you kind of just have to throw your hands up and walk away from situations sometimes, even if it's extremely wrong.
But this guy stepped up and did it anyway.
For the people.
Ever heard the expression, never say no to power?
No.
Never heard that? Never say
comically,
no to power.
You're saying that I was going to say, get him in office.
Well, this guy, like you mentioned, people have been killed for less.
I hope he's safe. I hope he's good.
It'd be interesting to hear what the FDA says about all this. I grew up in a time that you weren't even around in, and the FDA was known as there to protect the people. They've changed. The laws now are more in favor, less for the consumer, and more for the profitability of the manufacturer, the CEOs. This guy is probably, he's cost the company a lot of money.
A couple pod episodes ago, we were talking about the Slender Man stabber. What do you even call that? Yeah. The Slender Man stabber tragedy from 2014. We touched on it because we were obviously talking about weird entities, weird scary entities. Slender Man came up. Said in passing, she's still in jail, but I probably should have looked it up because apparently somebody decided to let her out, had made enough progress to get out of the psych ward and move into a girl's home. She ended up breaking out of the girl's home. She ripped off her ankle monitor and broke free of the girl's home, and now she is running free. She is on the run.
Like right now?
Yes. Nobody knows where she is.
They literally have no idea where she is. This is what they call at large. She's a stabber at large.
Fugitive at large. And she's a stabber.
And now
she's known to stab.
Yeah, but what's so awful is I doubt she has been rehabilitated, and she probably she's still just as dangerous. I don't think this girl thinks she did anything wrong because she's not going through the justice process of parole or a pardon or whatever. I mean, she's just decided, she doesn't want to fulfill her sentence. She didn't do anything wrong. She cut off her bracelet and ran. She
pretty much escaped her sentence. She only served 10-ish years.
Yeah.
And then was moved on to a girl's home.
And this is a breach of justice. So this victim, I think she's entitled to some sort of protection.
This is going to ruffle some feathers. This girl, this fugitive hurts or kills somebody else.
Yeah.
Death penalty. If she does hurt somebody else or kills them during this fugitive run, you don't deserve life. You've proven that you are a nuisance and a danger to the world. Knowing what you're capable of and what you will do a second time, why are we paying for you to eat?
You're absolutely right. She has literally stolen a second chance. And if she does anything remotely close to violence like this, you're right. No third chance.
That's right.
No third chance. You stole a second chance. You screwed it up. Sorry, the gallows.
They need to find this girl ASAP. I do just want to give one precaution. I was watching a video a couple days ago on TikTok, and the poster was documenting a severe medical issue and a trip to the hospital that she had to take because her glass straw, I'm sure you've seen me drink out of my glass mug and it has like the glass straw. Very popular these days, glass straws.
I wasn't aware the straw was glass.
You know, they were villainizing the plastic straws, talking about how it's killing turtles and stuff.
Yeah.
Which I'm for. We don't need plastic straws. I do remember when they tried to replace it with paper straws, though, and that pissed me off. To this day, if I'm given a paper straw, I'm annoyed. Her glass straw broke. She was sipping from her glass straw, and a shard of it in the middle came off and broke. She swallowed her drink and felt something other than drink. Went into the hospital. She said she coughed a few minutes later, and she was coughing up blood. So she went to the hospital. They were doing a CAT scan. They did all the things. At the end of the video, she was pretty much okay. At the beginning of the video, she was, the voice was strained. You could tell that she was going through something. Towards the end, she was normaling out. She was giving a PSA, public service announcement, don't use glass straws. They're not safe. If they break and a shard goes into you like that, that's so much damage.
Glass is sharp.
I was seeing comments and people were immediately saying, if something like that ever does happen, immediately eat as much bread as you can. Apparently it will cushion and hopefully get the shard in a piece of bread and hopefully not go down your intestines, slicing you.
Yeah, makes sense.
So that's just a helpful bit of information. But I just wanted to let people know because I'm a huge glass straw user. Ever since I got my cups with the glass straws, I really like them. I threw mine away after seeing that video. Also, there were people warning against metal straws. I know metal straw is a popular alternative for plastic or glass. Unfortunately, metal straws are unsafe as well. If you fall onto a metal straw, it will impale you and you will bleed out and die.
Yeah, how many people
it has happened.
Sip drinks while driving?
It has happened, exactly.
Yeah.
So if you can, get rid of the metal straws, get rid of glass straws. If you can afford it or if you need straws, I would recommend silicone straws. They're flexible, easy to wash. It's a much more safe material. I know this is super random. Anyway, if you can, make that switch. I know straws are important to a lot of people. I'm a big straw user, but let's just stay safe. Just wanted to pass that along because that really shocked me.
Could be a lifesaver. Good PSA.
Yeah. Well, with that being said, I hope everybody has a really fulfilling Thanksgiving and everybody gets to spend time with their family or do whatever it is you want to do on Thanksgiving. Anything you want to say to sign off?
I forgot to mention I like your hunting shirt.
Thank you. I am not a hunter. I would never kill an animal.
I know.
Unless need be. But I do love camo. Have a great week, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.